In a recent update, prosecutors revealed new evidence against Melly, stating that he was unknowingly filmed admitting to the murders of Sakchaser and Juvy. Just 5 hours after the incident, Melly was captured on video dancing in a parking lot. With Portland, prosecutors believe this development could significantly impact the case.
Melly still turned regardless of what happened this early morning. He's still out here being very positive. Turned still. Hey! No, still turned, regardless of what happened. You already know.
Showing no sign of sorrow over the loss of their closest friends, Melly was once again unknowingly filmed. This time the footage was captured just 30 minutes before the murders. In the video, Melly is seen leaving the studio and taking a seat in the back left of the Jeep, seemingly preparing for what was to come as he waited for Sakchaser, Juvy, and Portland to join him.
Should be able to see? Yes? All right.
Court documents state that the bullets traveled from left to right inside the car, supporting the claim that they were fired from the back left seat where Melly was sitting. Juvy's mother also confirmed his position.
Can you state your name, your full legal name for the jury?
I'm Leon Phillips.
Okay. And are you related to one of the in this case?
Yes, I am.
How so?
I'm his mother.
And who is that?
Christopher Thomas.
Ms. Phillips, did you see who entered into the occupants who entered into that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Do you recognize where your son entered that gray Jeep?
Yes.
Which seat, if you can identify for the jury?
He got in the back seat on the right-hand side.
Did you recognize the individual that got into the back seat on the left side, the rear driver's side?
Yes.
And who was that individual?
Janelle.
With prosecutors repackaging the evidence to present before a new judge, they've crafted a fresh strategy aimed at securing a guilty verdict for Melly. As part of this plan, deals were made with Portland and Melly's ex-girlfriend Mariah Hamilton. Mariah was originally expected to testify in Melly's first trial but fled the country and remained abroad for the past 3 years. Her failure to appear made her a wanted individual by law enforcement.
Mariah Hamilton is spending her first day at the Broward County Jail. She has no arrest record until now. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested her at Miami International Airport Monday after she arrived on an international flight. Court records show Hamilton was ordered to testify in Demon's first trial in 2023.
In order to be released, Mariah had to agree to testify in the Melly case. Shortly after, she posted on Facebook saying, "Thank you to my village, I love you all so much. God's plan, not mine." Meanwhile, federal authorities claim to have evidence that Melly attempted to tamper with Mariah as a witness before the first trial. This has led to an entirely new charge, one that could result in a life sentence regardless of whether he's convicted for the murders of Sakchaser and Juvy.
Filing 6 new charges against Demons and 2 others who were allegedly involved. The charges include tampering with a witness, directing the activities of a criminal, solicitation or conspiracy to commit tampering, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device. Now, a couple of those charges actually carry a life in prison sentence if there's a conviction.
The witness tampering charge is entirely separate from the murder charges, but it has had serious consequences for Melly. As a result, he's been barred from using jail phones for the past year. The situation became so severe that Melly's mother addressed it publicly during—
son has not been convicted of anything, and even other inmates that have been convicted or anything, they have the right to use a telephone. They have a right to be allowed to write letters to their loved ones, to receive their mail. They hold his mail, they don't give it to him.
If the witness tampering evidence holds up, it explains why Melly has been banned from using jail phones. However, it's Portland who poses the biggest threat to Melly's future. If Portland chooses to turn on him, it could seal Melly's fate and lead to a life sentence. And that possibility is more likely than it seems, especially since Melly already tried to shift blame onto Portland during the first trial when his lawyer revealed damaging information about him.
For his lives. Cortland Henry shows up at Memorial Hospital, Miramar. And you don't see him sitting there, but where you will see him sitting is in the driver's seat of a car with 2 bodies, car riddled with bullets. And when he shows up with a change of clothing, change of shirt, powder residue on his hands, evidencing that he had discharged a firearm. And he lies. He lies about where the incident occurred. He lies about how it occurred. And he lies about not having the phone. I think it was Miss Bradley herself who said, everybody has a phone in his pocket, not Cortland Henry.
Melly's lawyer revealed that Bortland lied to federal agents, was the last person with Sakchaser and Juvy, and had gunpowder residue on his hand. Claims later backed by an investigator.
So the right hand of Cortland Henry contained 0 particles characteristic of residue and two component particles. And the left hand contained 1 particle characteristic of residue and 1 2-component particle.
Okay. And can you explain to us what that means?
Basically, overall, there was residue present on the hands.
Bortland wasn't happy about the situation after Melly's mistrial. He tweeted, "Mind games don't work on people like me," along with a handshake emoji hinting at a possible deal. What makes things more serious is that if Bortland ends up on trial with Melly, prosecutors can use his original police interrogation from the night of the murders where he was caught lying.
Okay, tell me what happened.
Man, I was playing music, getting off the exit. I was already getting sleepy, almost home, you know what I'm saying? And like, just out of nowhere, like, I just heard, you know what I'm saying? So, and I ducked down, you know what I'm saying, in the car, and I almost crashed.
Let me back you up a few minutes. Where were you coming from?
I was coming from the studio, from Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale studio. Which way did you take?
I took I-75, 595 to
75. Then you took 75 south?
The officers could tell Bortland's story wasn't adding up, and it was only a matter of time before he got caught in a lie.
Here's the hard part, where we're having a hard time to understand, is that we shut down that entire area, and we had officers shoulder to shoulder walk it out. They didn't find as much as 1 shell casing. They didn't find 1 piece of glass. Nothing. Nothing to what you said adds up. And it's hard.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, that's like...
I mean, for whatever reason, your 2 friends, are these your good friends?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These are my...
These your 2, I'm assuming, close friends.
Yeah, we got...
And you're doing them an inservice by not telling us the truth.
I'm telling you the truth, man. I don't, like, what do you want?
How do you make shell casings disappear?
I don't know. How can I tell you about a shell case?
The interrogation took a turn for the worse when Bortland tried to shut the conversation down entirely.
I told y'all the story, and that's it, bro. I don't even talk about it no more. Like, cause I told y'all, like, I don't know.
Okay, just so you know, all right, because you're saying, well, I don't want to talk anymore. There's going to be a lot more questions. There's, and we're not trying to piss you off. The thing is, we don't know your friends.
Yeah.
So the reason we have to ask all these questions, because the more we know about your friends, your lifestyle, your friend's lifestyle, your friends, his friends, and the circumstances surrounding today, the more, easier it's going to be for us to try and solve this.
The officer then reset the interrogation, shifting the focus to other events from that night, asking how Bortland was driving, if he hit anything, and similar questions.
And I'm driving, ducking for my life, trying to make sure I don't get hit. And you telling me about shit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. I'm driving. I'm trying to make sure I don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna be worried about? You know what I'm saying?
I know it's not for you to worry about.
Shit crazy, bro.
But if you tell me it happened there's got to be some evidence there. There's going to be broken glass, just like there's broken glass over here when you guys open the doors and stuff like that. Okay, there's going to be broken glass over there when the windows got out. There's going to be casings from the people at your car. Okay, there's going to be evidence over there. Okay, right now there's nothing. I kind of think I know what happened because I got information.
As time ran out during the interrogation, the officer got direct and asked, if you know who did this, would you tell me?
By just telling me the truth, even if it's something that I don't want to hear, but I respect the truth rather than BS. Okay, and a simple question: if you knew who did this, okay, You may or may not know. If you knew who did this, would you tell me? It's either a yes or no question. Answer.
Honestly.
Yeah, honestly. The truth. You wouldn't?
Because I wouldn't want to be a part of that. I wouldn't want to be.
When questioned, Bortland refused to answer out loud, simply shook his head, afraid the officer would detect a lie if he spoke. Despite all this, Melly's legal team has continued pushing for his release. They recently submitted what they say is their final motion for bond ahead of the September trial. This time, they're fully confident Melly will be granted release, and Melly himself has spoken out with optimism about the bond.
Still praying. I know I said I would I'll keep everybody updated with what's happening. I know right now we're waiting. So basically the judge is going to do, I guess, a written order. So we're just waiting, and that order can come any minute, or it could come tomorrow. I don't know. So we're just waiting. We're just waiting. So everybody just keep praying, keep having faith. Oh, Tessa, stop. I've been crying too. It's been a long time coming, you know.
According to the latest update from Melly's legal team, they've submitted a bond package proposing an unspecified amount to be paid by his record label 300 Entertainment. If granted, Melly would be placed on house arrest, wear an ankle monitor, and have 24/7's private security to monitor him. The proposal sparked optimism. A rapper posted that, "Boy, Melly coming home, I feel it." Meanwhile, Melly's lawyers and his mother claim they have physical evidence proving he's being mistreated in custody, which they argue is illegal.
You saw Melly's statement just saying how he's been hurt, how he's scared for his life. As a mother, how did that make you feel?
It's heartbreaking. It made me feel completely helpless. Broward Sheriff's Office definitely needs to be investigated. I mean, they are making up their own rules. We've tried to go to court about this situation. The judge really doesn't have any jurisdiction when it comes to the jail, because we actually had a hearing about the mistreatment of him, and the jail they make their own rules. And I don't think that's fair, because I know that they need to answer to someone